And happy to come in and say a few words about what's happening in Raleigh and what might happen in Raleigh. I've had, as you might expect, a very interesting and challenging session so far. As many of you know, everybody, I guess, by virtue of that introduction, I was elected speaker on January 24th, and we have had I think a good session underway that we're about halfway through, I guess you could say. Usually our sessions run until the middle of July to the middle of August these days. This is our long session. As all of you know, we have a short session one year and a long session the other. We're in our long session year. In the short session year, we don't start until about early May. So this is the year that we do a biennial budget, and we try to get most of our work done for the biennium in this long session. Then in the short session, we adjust the budget as necessary and finish up work that was left over from the long session. When I took office as Speaker on opening day, I talked about several themes that ought to bring us together through this session. One of those was ethics. We have had a very challenging time from the point of view of ethics in the North Carolina House. The best way to confront it is simply to confront it and to say we enacted comprehensive ethics reform legislation in 2006. We spent a lot of time making sure that the members and employees of the General Assembly were trained and understood the new laws and rules that were applicable. And we spent a lot of time and attention on campaign finance training so that the members would know the changes in campaign finance reporting. We are trying to have a session where we all are on the straight and narrow. That's my goal. Of course, we have had news in recent days of one of our number who is, has allegations of not reporting accurately campaign finance expenditures and all kinds of other things. And of course, all that happened years back before I came in, but it does tend to make it a problem for all of us when something like that happens. In any event, we started the session with a resolution to make every day an improvement in the ethical climate of the House and the Senate. I think we're doing that. I think that that people are by and large going by the rules. The new lobbyist restrictions, I think, have been abided by faithfully by the members. I think that will continue to be the case. I think conflicts of interest are being appropriately reviewed, and of course we're all citizen legislators there, so there are lots of conflicts of interest, and what the laws and rules provide is that you make judgments about those as you go. Generally, if it applies to you more than it does the other members of a particular class, you shouldn't participate or vote. If it pertains to, if you're a farmer and it applies to all farmers, then you should participate. That's the general rule about conflicts. So all of those things are being done, I think. The Ethics Committee, the Joint Ethics Committee, is up and running. It's been somewhat dormant for years, and I believe it is operating, getting our rules in order so that if any transgressions come along, and we can have a procedure in place better than we had before about that.